Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a pick a card reading based off compliments that others may think about you or say to other people about you behind your back that you may not be aware of. Now, I was actually inspired to do this reading because of something that happened in my personal life last week. I was at my local cafe and I noticed this older man. He would have been about in his 50s to 60s, and he was just like the steeziest old man I'd ever seen in my life. 50's not really that old, but yeah, he was so steezy. He had this it was like baby blue toweling hat on, like, what's it called, bucket cap on. He had like a plain white singlet and these like cargo pants that were like, one was rolled up, and then he had these like leopard print dunks on. I was just like, what a cool older dude. Like, I'd never seen someone with style like that age, and I felt really called to like tell him that he looked really cool. But I don't usually compliment men. Like, if I see a man that I think it looks cool or whatever, I don't usually compliment them because I don't really want them to use it as like an opportunity to, you know, like hit on me or think that there's something, you know, more going on than what there is. But I felt really called to actually tell him, and so I did. And when I walked past him, I tapped him on the shoulder and I was like, hey, I love your outfit, you look really cool. And his eyes honestly just lit up. He told me I made his day. He was so grateful for me actually saying that. And I thought, you know what? A lot of people actually withhold compliments, and a lot of people don't say when they think someone, you know, looks cool or like something about someone. And in that instance, I was like, kind of makes sense, you know, like a younger girl complimenting an older guy, like it doesn't really happen. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to make more of an effort whenever I think, you know, something looks cool on someone. I'm going to tell them. Usually I compliment girls freely, and that's not an issue. But then I thought, you know what? I'm going to start complimenting like older men as well, because I bet they don't really get it very much. And yeah, I thought I would share that story in hopes that, you know, I might influence some people to actually tell someone when they think that they look cool or when they like something about them. It makes people's day when you compliment them. So give people compliments. Don't hold out on compliments. We all love compliments. We all love to feel, you know, like we're doing something right, or like people, you know, see the effort that we put in and this and that. So yeah, I thought I would do this reading to kind of be on the other side of that and uncover, yeah, some compliments that people may think about you but don't say, or yeah, keep to themselves. So we have 3 piles to pick from today. Let's see what crystals, shells, or pearls they will be. So pile number 1, please. Pile number 1. 1 and 2. So we've got pearl and Pāua. So pearl for pile number 1, Pāua for pile number 2. Pāua is called abalone in some other places in the world. I believe it's the same thing. But in my home country, New Zealand or Aotearoa, that's how you say that shell name, Pāua. That's what we call it there. It's a very special shell for in Māori culture as well. I love Pāua so much. It's so pretty. And pile number 3, please. Not trying to influence your pile, but I just love Pāua. It is such a pretty shell. And I love pearls too. Pearls are gorgeous. I love that they're coming back in fashion. Alright, pile number 3, please. And citrine. So we have pearl, pile number 1, Pāua with pile number 2, and citrine with pile number 3. So pick your piles, go to the timestamps below, and I will see you in your reading. Pile number one, if you chose this pearl card, you are in the right place. Welcome to your reading. Today we are looking at some compliments that others think but don't say to you. So we have the Ten of Wands, the Wheel, the Page of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Page of Wands, Endurance, Visions, Fertility, the Sixth House. Under the deck we have the Page of Pentacles and the Magician. We also have the Present, and we also have the First House. Now, first thing that I heard when I pulled the Ten of Wands was, you make it look so easy. There's a very strong theme here of grit, determination, and how much you are able to take on. The compliments that people think about you very much have to do with your work ethic, your drive, your determination, and your endurance. You come across as someone who is constantly on the move, who is constantly progressing, who is constantly moving forwards. You are someone that others see as very inspiring, and a lot of people do idolize you. There's also a feeling here of you being quite sweet and innocent and kind-hearted. People love your emotional depth and how you always seem to rise above manipulation, or I'm getting like backhanded compliments. I'm getting you may deal with certain people that, yeah, maybe pretend like they are in your corner or pretend like they are on your team, but they really have ulterior motives. Others see how sometimes you can deal with jealousy and deception, and that you don't give that energy back. You're very strong in your own essence, and you are very you're unshakable. Your sense of self, your sense of purpose, and your sense of worth is unshakable. Others think it is admirable how you are able to stay soft and kind and receptive and open, even though they know that you have faced, jealousy, deception. I'm getting like frenemy kind of energy. I'm seeing something that happened to me when I was younger. I have naturally quite straight hair, and in high school, a lot of the girls were obsessed with straightening their hair. And I remember once I said to a girl who was supposed to be my best friend at the time, I said, I feel like my hair's too straight. It just annoys me. I feel like it's too straight. I can't do anything with it. And she looked at me and she said, yeah, it is too straight, like in a really bitchy way. And I actually called her out for it. I said, what do you mean by that? And she got really flustered. She was like, oh, I don't mean anything. So I feel like that is the kind of energy that you can get sometimes. Some people, can say like backhanded compliments or say things that really have like quite a nasty undertone, but it's like masked. People love that you are able to see through that and stay strong to the person that you are. I also heard the song AO Technology by 50 Cent and Justin Timberlake when I pulled that, and I specifically got your hips, your thighs, they got me hypnotized. So people really love the way that you are shaped if you have a more curvy figure, a more hourglass sort of figure, especially with the mermaid here. Yeah, I'm really seeing that. So a lot of people do compliment you on your figure. And with the sixth house here, it's like the way that you maintain a healthy lifestyle, the way that you maintain your body in particular, people, yeah, compliment that behind your back. Also with fertility here, I'm getting, yeah, very motherly energy. So if you are a mother, or if people have seen you with kids in particular, they really love the way that you interact with them, and also like how your inner child comes out during those moments. People think that you are, yeah, excellent with children, and more innocent and naive energies. Yeah, I'm getting her like quite protective of that bubble. So yeah, it's like you protect the vulnerable, you protect the weak, you protect people who may not be able to protect themselves. I'm getting, yeah, like a real underdog feeling here. Like you're someone who roots for the underdog. You're someone who, yeah, acknowledges and would go for the underdog. The first house under the deck too is calling to me now. It's telling me that you help other people see positive things within themselves. You help breathe life into other people is what I hear. You may be someone who compliments others freely, who, yeah, expresses how you, whenever something catches your eye or whatnot. I'm also seeing like her clothing, so I'm getting, yeah, you may compliment other people's clothing and it or style or whatever, and it hits really hard for them. I'm getting like people love when you compliment them and you express to others what you like about what they're wearing or what they're doing or how they are presenting themselves. People compliment you on your ambition, your drive, your direction, as I said, and also your ability to stay present and in the moment. When I pulled that, transparency is also underneath as well. So I'm getting, yeah, you're a very honest, open person. People love your candidness and how you are, I just heard, not fake, and very upfront, honest, and I just heard maybe to a fault sometimes. Yeah, also hair is coming through really strong. People compliment your hair, the color, the dimension of it is what I'm getting. Like you may have different, you may have streaks in your hair, or you may have, yeah, like dimension to your hair. And bounce is what I'm getting, volume, sort of like the way that your hair falls, the way that your hair moves in particular, while you are moving, looks beautiful is what I'm hearing. Yeah, your body is coming through quite strong. I'm getting like slim, thick kind of energy here. Someone who is curvy in all the right places, holds weight in all the right places. People, yeah, really admire the way that you are shaped, the way that you're also, yeah, sixth house is calling out to me again. So it's like, yeah, if you have worked on your body, if you have put effort into your body, people really admire the results of that. Also with all the water here, I'm getting, yeah, if people see you on a beach or yeah, in your swimsuit, they really think that you are a showstopper is what I heard. Body is coming through very strong here. Drive, determination, willpower, your ability to stay in your own energy despite, you know, backhanded compliments, this and that. Nine of Cups is calling to me again, and then I'm seeing water, shower. Yeah, so I'm getting also how you look when you wake up, or when you're fresh, or when you are out of the shower, or just in like a natural element. People think that you are very naturally beautiful, and I just heard you must get this all the time. So I think you may have a quite an obvious attractiveness about you, and so people, that's why a lot of people don't actually compliment you, is because they think that you may know this. It's quite funny, a lot of the time people do withhold compliments for attractive people because they don't want them to get a big head, or they don't want them to, you know, take it to their ego or whatever. I read this thing where it's like, when someone's like, you know, averagely attractive or just above averagely attractive, that's when people feel comfortable complimenting them, whereas very highly attractive people usually cause a more like stand back and admire reaction. So I'm getting that may be something that, this may be some things that you don't hear very often, because your beauty intimidates people is what I'm hearing. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that is coming through. Yeah, youthful spirit as well is what I'm getting. You may look younger than your age with Page of Cups here as well. That's a very youthful energy, and so is Page of Wands. Yeah, I'm getting you, despite how old you are, you hold a youthful and innocent sort of essence that others really love and compliment behind your back. So I hope that you enjoyed your reading today. I hope that I was able to give you some compliments that made you feel good about yourself and help you sort of see, you know, some favorable things that people think about you. And hopefully I helped make you feel good about that. If you enjoyed your reading, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps my channel. Hopefully I see you here next week. If you have a suggestion for the topic you want to see, leave it in the comments below, and I will see you then. Bye. Hey, pile number 2, if you chose this Pāua shell card, you are in the right place. Welcome to your reading. Today we're looking at some compliments that others think about you but don't say. So we have the 10 of Cups, Justice, the Hangman, the Magician, 7 of Swords, 4 of Swords, Atlantis, Beauty, the Mirror, the 3rd house, the 4th house, 3 of Swords with the Knight of Pentacles, the Silky and Her Skin, and Cancer under the deck. So to begin with, what I am getting is your sense of justice, your authenticity, how you are not afraid to say what you think and what you feel, even if it is not what the majority thinks or feels. I'm getting the feeling of someone who, yeah, a very strong leadership vibe here, someone who is not afraid to stand up for what they believe in, even if the crowd is going against that, even if they're the only one thinking that or saying that. You don't compromise on your morals, you don't compromise on your values. You stay very strong to the person that you are. You're a very authentic and honest, trustworthy person. People really admire how you will stand up for what is right, for what you believe in, and your sense of conviction is something that is coming through here too. I'm being called to the 3rd house now. So yeah, I'm getting your communication, the way that you express yourself, the way that you, it could even be as simple as like your voice. People like your voice, or like to hear you talk, or like to hear your thoughts. You come across as quite educated. You come across as someone who speaks on topics that they are aware about. And I'm also getting, you don't have an ear of, what's the word? Like superiority, is that the right word to use there? I don't know. Like you don't come across as, I know more than everyone about this, and so everybody listen to me. The way that you express yourself is very inclusive, is what I'm getting. Like you talk people through your thoughts, you talk people through why you think the way that you do, why you stand for what you stand for, and it is very admirable. People really like to hear, so yeah, your values, your morals, and how you stand for them. A lot of people do idealize you, is what I'm getting. People do tend to put you on a pedestal, or view you with rose-colored glasses. A lot of people think that, yeah, your perception, the way that you perceive things, the way that you are able to articulate that, and then also get other people to sort of look at things from a different point of view. And it's not in like a forceful way. It's in a very gracious and open and accepting way. I'm getting, yeah, even though you have very strong beliefs, even though you have very strong morals and values, you also respect the fact that other people have that too, and it may be contradicting to yours, but you allow them space to explain their point of view without, a lot of the time when people think very strongly about something or hold very strong views, they can't see the other side of the coin. But I'm getting, you're very balanced in that. You're able to see why someone may think the opposite of you and also hold weight to their thoughts, even if it is seemingly contradicting to yours. Like you're able to see, this can be true for me and this can be true for them, and it doesn't diminish, you know, either side. The fact that you're able to hold weight to others' opinions, even if it is not the same as yours. The conversations that you get into with people, I'm getting, yeah, like the debates, I guess, or the, yeah, it's coming across as like debating and arguments, but it's not, you know, in like a volatile way. You're able to hold space for others' views and opinions and ideals, and also hold weight to them, even if it isn't the same as yours. People like how they feel heard and seen in conversation with you, as I said, even if your view is very different to theirs. People like how you are able to, yeah, stay in your own energy, stay very true to yourself, even if the crowd is going one way. I'm getting, yeah, peer pressure doesn't work on you. You're the kind of person who will speak up for what you believe is right, even if your voice is shaking. You're someone who will stand strong in your beliefs, even if the whole, you know, room is going towards something else. If you don't believe in it, you're not going there. People really admire your sense of justice and righteousness, is what I just heard. I don't know if that's the right word to use there, but we'll use it. All right, what else are we getting? Physical beauty is coming through very strong. You are very alluring. You have a very interesting and unique beauty to you, is what I'm hearing. You may have quite soft features. I'm seeing, yeah, like youthfulness and soft features, smooth skin. People admire your ability to come across as soft and kind and nurturing, but also the fact that you do have a backbone is what I'm getting. You're not a pushover. You're not someone who could be swayed easily. And I'm getting, yeah, if you come across some conflict or something like that, you're the kind of person who would rather cooperate with other people instead of, you know, meeting it with like brute force, or meeting it with, what's the word? Angst, or like a hard exterior. You're the kind of person who, I just heard, kill them with kindness. So if you're in an argument with someone or in a contentious sort of situation, you don't lose your cool. I can't see this pile being a pile that like loses their shit, yells, you know. I see this pile being someone who, when you're faced with conflict, you prefer to face it in a soft and calm way. You're not the kind of person who would lose their shit. You're not the kind of person who would fly off the handle and call people names and yell and scream and say mean, hurtful things. I'm getting you're the kind of person who stands up for what you believe in a very calm and accepting way. Although you stand very strong in your beliefs, you do understand that so do other people. And, you know, this thing can be true and that thing can be true at the same time. You're a very understanding and flowy person. People love how your sense of self, how you seem to really know who you are and are unshakable in that. People love how you make them feel at home and at ease, and your energy is very easy to get along with. It's very cooperative. You're not a rigid or stubborn person. Although you hold very strong morals, ideals, and values, you're also able to cooperate with other people around you. I'm getting very, very strong Libra energy here, very, very strong Taurus energy here, and very, very strong Cancer energy here. Also with a spark of Leo as well. So I'm getting like, you have that motherly, soft, kind, nurturing side, but then there's also like a fire within you as well. If something goes against your morals, goes against your standards, goes against what you believe in, you're not just going to follow the crowd, but you're not going to fight the crowd either. You're just going to remove yourself and stay in your energy is what I'm getting. With Three of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles under the deck. Yeah, I'm getting how you are able to use pain as fuel. You're not a bitter person. You're not a resentful person. You transmute heavier energies very easily and use it to fuel your own ambition and power. Yeah, with Cancer here, I am getting, and the fourth house, I am getting a very soft, sweet, kind, nurturing and emotional energy from you. How you let your emotions flow, and you're not a emotionally manipulative or, yeah, you also don't withhold your emotions from other people either. You let them flow, you tell people how you feel, and yeah, your communication skills is coming through very, very strongly here. How you teach other people in a way of guiding them is what I'm getting. Like, you're not like, this is the facts and this is the only way to think and this is what you need to do. It's like you share your knowledge, you share what you have learnt in a very open and understanding way that, you know, other people may not see things the same way as you, or other people may not hold weight to what you hold weight to, and you don't force your opinions down others' throats. You don't force the way that you perceive things to be the way that other people need to perceive things. I almost said that like fucking Mike Tyson. The lisp that just came out of me, oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm getting the way that yeah, you communicate and how you're able to hold space for really deep conversations and see things from other people's point of view, even if it is contradicting to yours. Like, you hold weight to other people's thoughts and opinions and views. You don't shove yours down other people's throats. I'm also getting, like, physically, lips. People love your lips. I'm getting full lips. Yeah, you have very kissable, plump lips is what I'm getting with that. Also with the Mirror and Atlantis and Justice, it's like you have a very balanced look, whether that's, you know, in your body or in your face or both, whatever. Your look is very balanced. You don't come across as someone who is harsh or bold in a sense. Your beauty is very natural and pleasing, and your beauty is very naturally aesthetically pleasing. I'm getting, yeah, very strong like Libran energy with that. Yeah, it's like a graceful beauty. It's like you don't have to wear makeup or do yourself up to look beautiful. You are a very naturally beautiful person is what I'm getting on the inside and out. Boobs is coming through really, really strong as well. I think, yeah, if you have a bigger chest, or even just like the way that your boobs sit, the way that they're shaped, people really admire that about you. Your cleavage and, yeah, the way that your boobies sit. People admire it. I think that that is all that I'm getting today. Also, like your legs, they may be quite toned, actually, as I'm saying that. And your arms too. Yeah, it's like a balance. You have a sense of balance within you, an aesthetically pleasing balance. That's why Libra is coming through very strong, and Taurus, and also Cancer, as I said, a little bit of Leo too. So yeah, I hope that I was able to give you some compliments that made you feel good about yourself and that resonated. If I did, please don't forget to give this reading a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I will be back next week with another reading. Feel free to leave me a comment below if you have a suggestion for what that you want that to be. And hopefully I see you next week. Bye. PayPal number 3, if you chose this Citrine card, you are in the right place. Welcome to your reading. Today we're looking at some compliments that others think about you but may not tell you. So we have 3 of Cups, the Chariot, the Wheel, the 8 of Swords, Judgment, 9 of Cups, Atlantis, Experiments, the 12th house, the 1st house, Uranus. Under the deck we have the Ace of Swords, we have Lemuria, I think it is, returns, and we also have Sagittarius. Now, the first thing that I got was your friendship. People compliment you on how solid you are, how dependable you are, how much of a good friend that you are as well. Yeah, I'm getting like fun friend vibes from you. I'm getting, yeah, you're the friend that people will call up if they want to have a good night. The cups are really sticking out to me, like liquid, you know, liquor obviously as well. So yeah, I'm getting like, you're the one that people want to drink with and go out with and go on adventures and yeah, party with. You're fun to party with, for sure. Yeah, people enjoy drinking with you because you let loose, you have fun. I just heard release your inhibitions. So yeah, I'm getting real playful, like silly, childlike vibe, but not childish. Yeah, it's like a playful vibe. What else have we got? Also really interesting. Wow, I've never seen it like that, but just because I got drinking from that and then the Chariot's coming out of the water, I'm actually getting the way you pull up with your hangovers as well, and then the Wheel coming beside that. That's actually so interesting. I'm getting, yeah, the way you pull up like the next morning, how you're sort of, you're good to go again. It doesn't take you long to get on it again or sort of get in that party energy. The party's always going wherever you are is what I am getting. Yeah, I'm getting a very strong partying vibe from that. People love to party with you. Yeah, I'm getting you bring like light-hearted energy. You're able to help your friends get out of their head and get through whatever they're going through. I'm getting you're the kind of person that, yeah, lightens the mood and sort of wraps everyone up around you into your vibe. So if you know, as I was talking about before, if you want to go out and have fun and have a couple of drinks and whatnot, you bring the vibes. You're like your friendship group's mascot, like the one who's making sure everyone's happy and upbeat. But also, yeah, I am getting you a very soft and caring. You do have like a bold social side to you is what I'm getting, but you also are deep. You're a very deep person, like your close friendships don't just see that extroverted fun side of you. They see a very deep, nurturing and calming presence within you. Yeah, I'm getting, you can turn it on, you can be fun when the time allows for it, but also when it's time to step back and be in a more, I guess, serious, or when it's time to take things like seriously, you're able to show up in that energy as well. There is a lot coming through here physically. I did want to get that out of the way first, but there is a lot coming through here physically. I heard her back is really standing out to me. So I'm getting, yeah, you may be quite like sculpted, or like even like the curve of her back there. I'm getting, yeah, you maybe have quite a sculpted back or glutes or like thigh area, hip area. And I heard Fergalicious. I'd be up in the gym just working on my fitness when I pulled that. So yeah, I'm getting toned body. Side boob as well is coming through. Like if you wear things where you can sort of see a side boob, or if there's a picture in particular on like your social media accounts or something like that, where you can sort of see the side of your body, the side of your boob, or sort of like the curve in your back, you're getting compliments on that picture behind your back. Cleavage as well is standing out to me here. Like her boobies are sitting really pretty. So I'm getting, yeah, people think that your boobies sit nice. Yeah, I'm not really getting like volume or like this particular like shape or anything like that. I'm getting just like the way that they sit naturally on your body is very flattering. Hair as well is coming through. I'm in particular getting long shiny hair with lots of volume. So yeah, people compliment your hair. Face structure as well. In particular, I'm getting lips, nose and eyes. What else is on your face? But yeah, that's really standing out to me. How you look naturally is what I'm getting. Is breathtaking. It's beautiful. Yeah, you're a very natural beauty is what I'm getting with like the leaves and stuff like that. And obviously she's pregnant. Yeah, it's giving a very like nature goddess kind of vibe. Also you in earthy tones. I'm getting with that too. Earthy tones suit you very well. So I believe that's like browns, greens, and like oranges. Yeah, those tones, they may complement your skin color, they may complement your eyes, your hair, something about you and those colors that looks beautiful and people compliment you. Now, the 12th house in the first house, what that's giving me is like full circle, right? Because first house is the first house and then the 12th house is the last house of the astrological wheel. So what I'm getting with that is that you are very well-rounded. There's a lot of emphasis on your looks here, but I'm actually getting, although you take pride in your appearance, although you put effort into it, it's not everything to you. And that's very clear, is that you do have other things going for you. You're not shallow. You're not someone who just rides off, you know, the way that you look or the way that you appear. You focus very much on the other aspects of your personality, which helps you become, which helps you be perceived as a very well-rounded person. People are also complimenting your ability to look at things from a different perspective than the collective. So your ability to be a free thinker, your ability to be original, your ability to communicate your thoughts in a very authentic way to you. Also, I'm getting with this as well as, yeah, facing your shadow. So going back to what I said about that too, yeah, you don't just you don't just get by with your looks, you know, you consciously face your shadow, you consciously face the things that hold you back and up level through them. And that's what causes you to be very attractive in other people's eyes, is what I'm getting. Skin, something about your skin's coming through here as well, like glow or like gloss, smooth skin. Also, how you lift other people up is what I'm getting. Like, you may be someone who compliments others freely, you may be someone who expresses what you like about other people to them, and it holds a lot of weight coming from you, is what I'm getting. When you compliment people, it means a lot to them, because I'm getting you are generally seen in quite a good and high light. See if there's anything else. optimism is what I just heard, and then I looked at Sagittarius. So yeah, it's like your optimism through hard times, through trials and tribulations, your higher perspective and your view on what you go through and why you go through it. It causes people to have a lot of respect for you. Cleavage is coming through again. Yeah, I think people get distracted by your looks. There's a lot of like, the actual imagery is distracting me, so I'm very much getting, yeah, a lot of people do just compliment you on your looks or based on surface level things. But you are not a surface level person. I can see that very clearly here. And as I said, people like your friends and close people to you, they really, really appreciate who you are as a whole. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Actually, random side note, but if you are pregnant, I actually heard there's a clip where A$AP Rocky is being interviewed, and he's like halfway through the interview, he's like, oh, hang on a minute, I have to go and see her. It's just the most beautiful pregnant woman I've ever seen pregnant, whatever, and it's Rihanna. So yeah, I am actually getting, if you're pregnant, people think that you look really beautiful at the moment and that you are glowing, your hair's luscious and long. That's one of the best things that happens with pregnancy. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Random side note, but the feet are actually really standing out to me too. So yeah, people think you have pretty feet. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Hopefully I will see you back here next week for my next reading. Until then,